This has to be the best handling electric car I've ever driven in my entire life. And it's an absolute blast to drive too. It's fast, it's fun, it looks amazing. Oh, I am absolutely in love with this car, guys. I am impressed. How's it going, guys? Today I'm gonna show you exactly what it's like to drive the brand new 2020 Porsche Taycan Turbo. I just finished doing a full review on the car, so if you haven't checked that video yet, I've got a link in the description below. But today is all about what it's actually like to drive it behind the driver's seat, point of view style. Obviously, the exterior of the car is absolutely gorgeous. Porsche did an incredible job with the design of the Taycan, from the beautiful matrix LED front lights to the air curtain design, coming around to the wheels, and then we've got another air curtain on the side of the vehicle and an adaptive spoiler. Let's actually go into the rear of the car real quick, show you what it's like as a passenger. We've got plenty of leg room. We've got this gorgeous panoramic sunroof. We even have USB-C chargers, heated seats. We've got this that folds down for cup holders. Honestly, it's a really nice place to be as a passenger, but this video is all about what it's actually like to drive the car. So let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Immediately, you're greeted with this amazing 16.8-inch screen that has haptic feedback buttons. Go ahead and shut the door. And to turn the car on, we've got a little power button right there. Go ahead and put my seatbelt on. And you're greeted with two massive screens here and here. Go ahead, continue as guest. Check this out. Customizable display on the passenger side, where you can actually see the speed as well as GPS, super cool. Tons of different display options here and touchscreen settings. We've got all of the climate control systems here. And then this is where it gets amazing. Look at this gorgeous steering wheel, typical Porsche fashion, but this display behind it is incredibly unique. I'll show you more when we're out on the road. To put the car into drive, go ahead, use that little selector right there, kind of unique, and it's ready to go. Now, it's got different driving modes. So we can click this little button right here on the side of the screen to put it into sport mode. You can also decide that on this screen as well. We've got range mode to extend the range. Love the graphics here. Normal mode and sport. Obviously, we're going into sport, chassis, sport plus, chassis height. You can actually change the height of the car, and it's pretty cool. It shows you little graphics when we click lift. It's lifting up the car, but we'll put it back down to low, and we are good to go. All right, we are off in the Taycan Turbo. Steering is very nice. You'd expect it to be, as it's a Porsche, but honestly, compared to every other electric car, this car has the best steering on the planet. Visibility is fantastic. You've got the typical Porsche wheel arches that kind of look like sights of a gun to place the car on the road. Usually, you're used to hearing crazy flat six noises from Porsche, like a GT3 RS or a GT2 RS, but in this case, you're greeted with it's kind of alien-like sounds. It's very, very interesting. Road noise is very minimal in the car, very isolated cabin feel. We've got this massive sunroof so you can see everything. It's airy in the cabin. Visibility is fantastic. The seat position is amazing. And then it gets to the fun part. The Taycan Turbo makes 670 horsepower. So when you mash the gas, yup, the acceleration is absolutely wild. It's got very good brakes as well. You know, the only other competitor, really, so to speak, to this car is the Tesla Model S, and this is in an entirely different league. Sure, the Model S gives it a run for its money in terms of straight line speed. The Turbo S model has 750 horsepower if you want to spank a Model S, but in terms of driving dynamics, yeah, the Tesla does not match the Porsche. Now, why is that? One, it has adaptive air suspension that reacts to road conditions to make sure it's as comfortable as possible. The air suspension also can lower and change height, as I've showed you, in order to improve aerodynamic efficiency to extend the range. Now, more impressive than that, it's got two different motors, one on the front axle and one in the rear, for that combined output of 670 horsepower. Whoa, this thing is fast. It's got crazy good brakes. If you get the Taycan Turbo S, it comes with carbon ceramic brakes, so you don't get any of that fade if you were to drive this on a track, although on normal road driving, not really that big of a deal. You don't really need that. Now, it's got a 2-speed transmission in an all-electric car for maximum acceleration, as well as, you know, comfortable driving when you're out on the freeway. But one of the greatest attributes of the Taycan Turbo is the rear axle steering. That's right. The front wheels are capable of turning in the opposite direction of the rear wheels depending upon the driving scenario. So at slow speeds, to virtually shorten the wheelbase, the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction of the fronts. And at high speeds, they turn in the same direction for maximum stability. You can actually feel this in principle when you're driving quickly out on the road. When you turn in, you feel that rear end swing around with the car in this confidence-inspiring way. It honestly almost feels like a 911 with 4 doors. The handling of this thing is unbelievable. The brakes are confidence-inspiring. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, off the line, this car is tremendous. That initial acceleration in the Taycan Turbo is out of this world. As you guys know, that instant torque at 0 RPMs from the electric motors. You don't have to spool turbos in a turbocharged car, and you don't have to be in the right part of a power band in a naturally aspirated car. You simply floor the accelerator pedal. I almost said gas, but of course, this one doesn't have a gas pedal. And boom, you are thrusted back into your seat. Whoa! With unbelievable amounts of acceleration. This car is freaking awesome. Now let's compare it to some of its competitors. It's a 4-door car and it has over 600 horsepower. So of course we've got the M5, we got the E63, we got the Model S, we got, you know, its own brethren, the Panamera. Honestly, the design language of this car I like more. It's more futuristic, it's modern, it's cool, it's packed with tech than an M5 or an E63. Sure, it doesn't have that exhaust note, and some people are gonna claim that's vital. But when you actually get behind the wheel of one of these things, you almost don't miss that. Sure, there's gonna be times where, you know, if this is your only car and you're a petrol head, you're probably going to drive yourself nuts never hearing the exhaust note of a car. But if you've got another vehicle that has, you know, like let's say a 911 or a GT3 RS version, then this as a daily is awesome, because listen to this, you don't make any noise. So if you want to rip through the canyons and be non-discreet, no one knows that I'm accelerating right now other than me and you guys. It's pretty cool. It's almost this like undercover sports car that nobody knows is actually going quickly. I like that. It's stealthy. This is like the ultimate James Bond getaway vehicle, because they never know exactly where you are at any given point, and then you floor it and it sucks you back into your seat. Oh my God. Overall, it's an incredible package. The steering feel is phenomenal. I was gonna say for an electric car, but it's phenomenal in general. The confidence you get behind the wheel is nearly unmatched. I mean, it's a Porsche. Am I surprised it drives really well? No. Am I pleasantly impressed with the car? Absolutely. I actually am more impressed with this car than I imagined I would be, even though going into this video, I knew I would really, really like it. I'm kind of head over heels in love with the Taycan Turbo. And the Turbo S is even one step better than that, so I can't even imagine. And it's not a one-trick pony like the Tesla Model S. It does everything. It acts as an amazing sports car. It acts as an amazing luxury car. That's the thing I believe that the Model S is missing, is that it's not a good luxury car. It's kind of boring in the inside. Actually, it's more than kind of boring on the inside and feels a little bit cheap for what you're paying. This, I mean, with all the screens and the haptic feedback and the driving modes, and we've got G-forces on the screen, and then look at the regen on the actual dash itself. When I floor it, it goes blue. When I'm on the brakes, it goes green. It's just awesome. It's a tech nerd's dream, And it's a sports car enthusiast dream as well because of the driving dynamics. You really do feel the rear wheel steering in action, and the grip it has is really awesome. And it does not feel anywhere near as heavy as its actual curb weight is. Slows down efficiently, it goes around bends efficiently. Porsche killed it. Porsche absolutely killed it. This is 2 thumbs up. If I had a third arm, it'd be 3 thumbs up for me for the Porsche Taycan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. Like I said before, make sure to check out the full review of the car and top 5 amazing features of the Taycan Turbo. It's the previous video, and I've got a link in the description below for that. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. And once again, special thanks to Rusnak Porsche in Westlake, California for making this video possible. This car is available there now. All right, guys, look forward to seeing you next video. Thumbs up for the frickin' Taycan.